Hi ladies, I am back from a well-needed social media TikTok detox. I just wanted to explain my absence. A lot of fitness influencers, coaches will show you the really good sides of fitness and them looking their best and them just really living their best life. And it wasn't until I suffered with a really bad case of body dysmorphia in the last couple of weeks that I realised how detrimental this can be to other women. Body dysmorphia can come in all shapes and sizes. For me, it's constantly comparing myself, not thinking I'm good enough and not liking my physique on a day-to-day basis. I was looking at myself in the mirror and thinking I haven't changed, and just constant doubting myself, really. And when you are someone who sort of gives out information and helps other women, this can be really, really hard and difficult. In the last couple of weeks, I have lost a lot of weight, and it was genuinely something that I couldn't see in myself, and I was feeling so deflated and just not happy in my own skin. This is definitely something that isn't spoken about enough when you are starting your fitness journey, because obviously people just tell you the benefits of working out, getting the physique that you want, but they don't really show you the dark side to it. When you start your fitness journey, you become so obsessed with it sometimes that it can just completely take over your life. And someone that inspires people, influences people, for me it was really, really difficult, because I was getting hate comments online saying that I don't look like I train and all those sort of negative comments. And for someone that is a sensitive person, it was very, very difficult for me, and I got into this really big negative headspace about how I'm not good enough, about how, I don't look like I fit the cut. And as a coach, that was really, really difficult for me to have these feelings, because it did definitely play and toll with my emotions. I obviously wanted to talk about this because I think it's so important to enlighten people that fitness is not just about physical appearance. It's about what it does for your mental health, it's what it does for your physical well-being, it's all of those things combined. And I want to remind you ladies to not fixate on just the physical aspects of fitness. Your physical results will come in time, but it's all about the journey, and it's all about how you are changing your lifestyle. It's about how you are making better habits, you're making a better routine, you're having better just daily practices, getting your steps in, going outside, having healthier food lifestyle choices. As someone who is in good shape but looks at herself sometimes and thinks, I'm not in good shape, I can only imagine that there are so many other women out there who feel the exact same way. And I just wanted to remind you ladies that you are going to have your up days and you're going to have your down days. And the reason for that is because when you are working so hard on yourself and you don't necessarily see the results that you want as soon as you possibly could get them, you start to doubt yourself, you start to look at yourself in a different way. And I just want to sort of tell you that that is completely normal. I'm not saying that it's okay, because I do think that all women should look at themselves and love themselves and all that sort of stuff and celebrate themselves on a day-to-day basis. But it is also normal to feel shit about yourself and to not potentially see the changes that other people are seeing around you. People were literally coming up to me and saying that you look so good, you look amazing, and it was literally going in one ear and out the other, because it was genuinely something that I couldn't see, and it was really, really difficult for me to process this. Something that sort of changed my mindset was I was in the gym the other day, and I went to a new gym, and this lovely girl came up to me and she just complimented me, and she said, you look amazing, you're in really good shape. And she was a complete stranger, and this is why I love women. She completely shifted my mindset to the point where I thought, oh my god, this complete stranger is coming up to me and she is telling me that I am in good shape. And it really made me sit and think with my thoughts about how I view myself compared to how other people see me. As humans, we are so self-critical, and I just want to remind all of you ladies that this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. When you start your fitness, you are making a lifestyle change. It's not just something that's going to happen overnight, and you are going to have down days, you are going to have good days. And I just wanted to explain my absence on TikTok, because sometimes when you do feel like you are in that negative headspace, you should take a step back from the things that are potentially disrupting that or making that feel even worse. And of course, you come onto TikTok to get inspiration and stuff like that. You know, I look at other women who are coaches and stuff like that, and I get inspired. But at the same time, it can also be really detrimental to my mental health, because I struggle to, you know, I look at them and I compare myself to them. And I am a coach, and it is just a normal thing to do. But I am back. I'm feeling so much better about myself, and I just can't wait to keep on giving you ladies information and helping you along your fitness journey. So thank you. If you are a complete beginner in the gym and you are looking to grow your glutes, then this video is for you. I'm going to give you my top tips on what I would do for a complete beginner in the gym, coming from a glute growth specialist, personal trainer, and online coach. Before we even think about what you're going to do in the gym, the first thing I want you to work on is being in a calorie maintenance. Not a calorie deficit, not a calorie surplus, a calorie maintenance. If you are a complete beginner in the gym, body recomping is at the highest level for you. You are most likely, out of any other trainers or any other person, to lose fat and gain muscle. So don't focus on a deficit, don't focus on a surplus, calorie maintenance. I've spoken about this on my page to tell you how you can do this. If you have never, ever trained before, I would do full body workouts. 3 full body workouts for 2 weeks to get your body used to pushing yourself with weights. If you go straight in off the back and do a lower and upper body split, chances are you're not going to be able to walk for like 3 to 5 days, and then you are just going to digress your progress. Get yourself used to doing any sort of movement, because as much as we all want a big bunda, you also need to be training your upper body. Don't make the same mistake I did 6 years ago. Once you have done that for 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and you're comfortable, then I would progress onto a lower and upper body split. Not quads and glutes and you know, push and pull and stuff like that, just lower and upper body. I train lower and upper body. I don't have a push-pull leg split. I don't have anything like that. I just train lower and upper body, and it works extremely well for me. Once you go into your lower and upper body split, do it 4 times a week. So you're hitting upper twice and lower twice as well. If you go straight off the back with training your glutes 3 times a week and you are a beginner, although yes, it is optimal to train your glutes 3 times a week, you are going to burn yourself out very quickly. Your muscles probably won't be able to recover as quickly, and you are just going to dry yourself out. Now, when you move on to your lower and upper body split, you should be doing around anywhere between 5 to 7 exercises. And you're probably thinking, Shonel, I always hear you say you need to do 4 exercises. Yes, you need to make sure in your lower body days you are incorporating the squat/lunge variation, the hinge variation, the thrust/bridge variation, and the abduction variation. But the reason why you want to add maybe 1 or 2 exercises more is because, unfortunately, when you are a beginner, you really don't understand the level of intensity that you need to be pushing with yourself. And I mean that in no disrespect. I still don't push myself to full intensity sometimes unless I'm with someone else. Having an extra 1 or 2 exercises in your program on your leg day is going to allow you to push yourself, because if you just have 4 exercises, you might not be hitting the level of intensity that you need to get the glute growth that you want. Intensity is important for everything. You've probably also heard me talk on here about strength, hypertrophy, and endurance for when you are training, and that is very important. But if you are a beginner, it's not. It's not that it's not important, but you mostly need to be working on your form over anything before you start looking at lifting extremely heavy weights, because that is how you will injure yourself. So I would recommend to stay between the 12 plus rep range to make sure that you are still pushing yourself and you are slowly, gradually increasing your weight. Once you feel more confident with your lifts and you can feel it and it's doing the right things, then you can start to look at strength, hypertrophy, and endurance training. Rest days. Do not forget, with your rest days, you want to be having 1 to 2 rest days between your leg days, okay? So if you had legs on Monday, you don't want to train them until Wednesday or Thursday. Barbell squats, barbell hip thrusts, barbell lunges, anything really heavy, don't do that as a beginner. Genuinely, you will probably hurt yourself unless you are with someone that is watching you do it. Even then, as a coach, when I PT my ladies who are complete beginners, I don't bloody put them straight onto a barbell squat. That is an advanced movement. Start off with body weight, start off with dumbbells. If you are going slow and you are doing a body weight exercise and you are a beginner, you are still putting your muscles under tension. Don't try to run before you can walk. This is a slow process. It's not something that you can just go straight off the back, walk into a gym and start barbell squatting. Chances are you are going to hurt yourself. And of course, another thing with nutrition is have a high protein diet. Be in your calorie maintenance and have a high protein diet. You want to look for around 1.1 grams of protein for every kilogram of body weight you are. Then you can slowly build up that protein intake. You don't want to go straight off the bat going straight in with 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, because digestion is going to be an issue, my lovely. These are my top tips for gym. Oh my God, I can't talk. These are my top tips for ladies who have never ever been in a gym, who are complete gym beginners, who have no idea what they are doing and want to grow their glutes. Take it day by day, enjoy the process, don't run before you can walk, and just learn to fall in love with the process. Take inspiration from fitness influencers, from coaches, from people around you, from people in the gym, try them out and go from there. Love you, bye.